edition of Vision Sport 360. I'm Austin Arome. Today on the show, we'll look at the Euro 2024. The draw has been made. That's what our focus is going to be on today's show, as we look forward to the Euros. The draw has been made, and let's see how what we think. Our expert opinion on this group, and who can possibly make it out of the group. As last winners, Italy. They are in what I would choose to call it's actually a very difficult group, if you ask me. Very, very difficult group as far as the Euro 2020 championship is concerned. There's also the likes of Netherlands. For me, I think the most difficult group is that Italy group. I'll tell you why when we come back from that break. We'll have to go on a break first before we continue on the show. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show, Vision Sport 360. Now, let's take a look at the Euro 2020. The draw has already been made, and defending champions Italy will be in Group C. The March internationals are over, and it won't be long again before summer comes around, and we'll have Euro 2024. Can Gareth Southgate actually guide his three lions to silverware? And will Steve Clarke, Titan Army, make a statement in their major first tournament? And looking at these two questions with the draw already done, let's take a look at the various groups. Before we do that, the Euro 2024 will be held in Germany and will officially begin on Friday, 14 June 2024 at the Allianz Arena, which is the home of Bayern, with the teams facing the host in the first match to kick off the tournament. That's Scotland. I will continue. It will continue for a month and conclude on Sunday, 14th July at the Olympia Stadium in Berlin. This will be the first time Germany has hosted the tournament since the unification in 1988, which was held in Germany. The tickets were initially on sales to public from the tickets had been on sales from the 3rd to 26th of October, and were allocated through a lottery. The final resale of the tickets will now open on the 15th of April, allowing match ticket holders to offer any remaining unwanted tickets to fans. Now let's take a look at the groups. We have in Group A Germany, Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. And in Group B we have Croatia, Italy, and Albania. While in Group C we have Denmark, Serbia, and England. In Group D we have Netherlands, Australia, and France. In Group E we have Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, and Ukraine. While in Group F we have Turkey, Georgia, Portugal, and Czech Republic. Georgia made history by reaching their first major tournament with the penalty shootout over Greece. And in Group F not a bad group. We have Portugal, Czech Republic in that group, and Turkey. So as far as that group is concerned, Georgia are the minnows, and it's actually another there's another derby in the Euro 2020. If you ask me, it's actually quite strange, where Hungary, Switzerland, Scotland, and Germany are in the same group. We'll see how that pans out. Hungary and Scotland, as far as football lovers will say, are the minnows in that particular group. So you have a lot to talk about as far as this group is concerned. We'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at these groups, which of these countries are more likely to make it out of the group. If Scotland top group A, there's also a tendency that teams from group C, like England, Scotland, so Steve Clarke and his boys might likely face one of these teams. So we'll take a short break now. When we come back, we'll try to look at the mathematics involved in this Euro 2020 tournament. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show, and looking at the groups. Let's take a look at Group A, where we have Germany, Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. Let's see which of these teams can be able to maneuver their way and permeate their way through to the next round of the tournament. We have Germany, one of these powerhouse of football as far as football is concerned, will take on Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. So when you look at the resources available, the players available, the form of these players of the clubs, of these countries in Group A, also coupled with the fact that Germany will be hosting this tournament, you will actually have to say that Germany would be the favorite. Just like I said earlier, they are the favorite to qualify for this group. That home support, the quality of players that they have, and the way their players are playing for their respective clubs, if they can actually bring that back to their country sides, I believe that Germany will win. They'll qualify as group winner from Group A. And another team that to look out for in that group is Switzerland. Switzerland, for me, are the giant killers. When you look at Switzerland, every time they play in the World Cup and the Euros, they're always very, very difficult to beat, irrespective of the team that they are playing against. They are very solid as a team. For me, I would say that they are a unit. The way they organize defensively, when they play, they don't actually try to play entertaining kind of football, but then they are always there in the ranks and looking to profit from your mistakes. So these are the Switzerland team for me is one of the team to go qualify from this group. But then Scotland and Hungary have an outside chance, if you ask me. Hungary, one of those teams playing so well, with the likes of the captain of the side, Dominic Szoboszlai, in imperial form for his country. Just recently, if you remember, they beat England home and away, and qualifying for this this Euro 2024. It shows that this Hungary team, they are on the team on as their ascendancy, they are a team on the rise, and they can upset any team as far as this tournament is concerned, especially in Group A. Irrespective of, say, Germany are the favorites, that sometimes they can actually flatter to deceive, and at the end of the day, you see them not playing particularly well and not achieving the results at the end of it all. And also Scotland, with Steve Clarke in charge, always working hard to qualify for this tournament. They've not been to the World Cup, but they were so close the last time, played in the playoff, but then they couldn't make it to the Euro, the World Cup the last time, and they are back in Euro. Let's see what they can do. Let's see what they bring. They have experience. They're beginning to have experience in that team with the likes of Scott McTominay, the captain of the side. Robertson, as a matter of fact, he got injured in their friendly over the week, and they also have the likes of McGinn. So these are experienced players. For their clubs. For their clubs, they are experienced players, but we don't know what they're going to bring to their country sides. We don't know if they can raise their A game, and if they can do that, I'm sure that they're a threat to any of these teams in Group A. Looking at Group B, it's pretty much very difficult group for me. It's the group of death. Albania will be the easy target for all three teams. Italy, the defending champions, and looking to make a mark. They were not at the last World Cup. They couldn't qualify for the World Cup, but then somehow they are in the Euros and they like to make amends for missing out on the World Cup. Croatia as well, played well at the World Cup. Ever present in most of this competition, and there's Spain in that group. A very, very difficult one to predict, if you ask me. But I'll go for Italy and Spain, considering the fact that Croatia, they have an aging squad, young players coming in. It might take time for them to actually bed in at the end of the day. So Spain and Italy, for me, are likely to go through in this particular competition. There's also Group C, where we have Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, and England. It's pretty straightforward. It's going to be difficult though, with the presence of Serbia, and Group C is one of the most difficult in my own opinion, because of the caliber of teams that are there. When you look at Group B, it's pretty straightforward. Spain, Croatia, Italy comes to mind. But in Group C, Slovenia, for me, a little bit better than Albania. And then you have Denmark and Serbia alongside England. So very, very difficult one to predict. But then when you're talking about England and Denmark coming to party, if they can actually come to party, I believe that it's going to be England and Denmark going through from that particular group. And moving on, in Group D, we have Poland, Netherlands, Australia, and France. So another difficult group, but for football reasons, and based on the clubs, the form of the players of both countries. I'm talking about Netherlands and France. I'll tip Netherlands and France to go through on this particular one. Moving on, we have Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, and Ukraine. Belgium, Slovenia, Romania, and Ukraine. Ukraine, despite the war, were able to make it to the Euro 2020. So an interesting one. But then Belgium, number one to go through in this one, and because of their dogged spirit. I'm talking about Ukraine. The Ukrainians, for me, are favorites. But then Slovakia have an outside chance of qualifying for the to the next round of the tournament. And in Group F, we have Turkey, Georgia, Portugal, and Czech Republic. Another difficult group. We have Portugal as number one to qualify from that group, and the Czech Republic and Turkey, for me, will battle it out for who will actually join Portugal in the next round of the tournament. So an interesting one, an interesting European Championship 2024 draw that will be taking place in Germany. So let's see how that pans out. The next summer, Euro 2024 will be taking place in Germany. Who will be the winner? Your guess is as good as mine. So maybe we'll take our time before that period, before the Euro 2024 eventually starts. Yeah, we might actually get to talk about it a lot of the time. Bring in guest analysts, to talk about this particular stories as far as the football is concerned. So it's on this note we wrap it up on today's edition of Vision Sport 360. We want to thank our viewers for joining us on today's edition of Vision Sport 360, and thanking our production crew for doing a wonderful job behind the scene. On behalf of everybody here, I remain Austin Arome, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.